Hello everyone, I'm Savvas Michael. I'm 24 years old and currently fighting out of Bangtao MMA here in Phuket. Boom. I arrived at Bangtao 2 weeks ago. I'm loving the vibes here. We're on a beautiful island. The beach is 100 meters away from us. The sun is always bright. Good vibes, good people around. I'm loving meeting all different fighters from different cultures. You know, like everyone's hungry, everyone's here for the same goal. And it's just been a great experience overall. I brought my legendary trainer, Ajarn Wat, alongside with me. He's been loving it here too. He's loves to meet new people from all around the world, and he's just enjoying it, and we're loving the process. I met Ajarn when I was 17 years old in Bangkok, Thailand, and we've been together ever since, and we've just been putting the work in.
What makes you and Ajarn's bond so special?
I think just the way when we train, it's like the first ever session we done together and we hit pads together, like we just automatically connected. And it was just kind of like a feeling that we both had that, okay, like this is working, you know, it was like a good flow. Straight away, we picked everything up, and then I just love him as a person too. He loves the sport, he lives and breathes Muay Thai. I've never met a guy like that. Ajarn Wat has around like 400 fights. He lived in the olden days, you know, like where Muay Thai was at the peak and it was the hardest time to be fighting. You know, smaller gloves. They were fighting every month, but the hardest part about it was the training. They used to train like 7 hours a day. They used to run 20 kilometers in the morning, and the lifestyle was really intense. You know, they would go through a lot in training, and then they would also have to fight. So I really look up to him. But ever since he started being a trainer, that's when he understood that this is what he likes doing more. So he had 400 fights. He became a trainer, and he was like, wow, I love being a trainer. So ever since he started being a trainer, he started training champions. He trained the national team of Thailand. He trained multiple Lumpini champions back in the day. And more about, I just love his passion. He's obsessed with Muay Thai. He lives and breathes Muay Thai. Like even in his free time, he's watching Muay Thai. You know, like he can be sitting on the couch. He'll be just looking at Muay Thai fights on the TV. He knows what's going on, and just the way he teaches the game, and the way he's growing with Muay Thai. You know, because Muay Thai now is changing. And Ajarn Wat is also changing with Muay Thai. That's how I know, like, this guy knows his stuff, you know. He knows Muay Thai in and out, so Ajarn is special. So when we don't have a fight coming up, we're more working on, like, techniques and drills and stuff that he would like to see me doing. And then when the fight is set and we have a date and we have an opponent, especially an opponent, Ajarn sits down and studies the opponent really well. And then we just start doing drills that we want to land on that opponent. And we're just constantly working on it. But working with Ajarn is his number one rule is discipline. If you don't follow his discipline commands, then he kind of doesn't have the energy to train you. He wants you to be disciplined. He wants you sleeping, eating healthy. He just doesn't want you, you know, he just wants you to be a humble fighter and just be strong. He doesn't want you like ever telling him, oh, you know, I'm tired. You can tell him you're tired, but tell him, you know, I'm tired, but okay, let's work. He just wants you to always know that you're going to show up and give your all.
When you're on the pads with Ajarn, you can see that he's always like hitting you back and being active. Can you just tell me more about your pad work together that everyone's super interested in around the world? Like, tell me, like, what's the secret? Like, why is he always attacking you back? And just tell me a little bit about the guys' pad work.
That's the thing I can't really explain to people. It's because that's how me and Ajarn kind of like bonded. It was our pad work. Like it just flowed. We just flowed. It was just something that was meant to be. Like he never really tells me what to do. We just kind of, you know, we get into this flow and we just keep going. And it's just since the first day, it's like we've had this flow, and it's just something so natural. So it's not something I can explain. It's just two people meant to be together training, and I think it's our passion mixed up together, and it's just, it becomes magic. My first fight in Muay Thai was when I was 6 years old. It was back home in Cyprus. So I was training for about 6 months. I was just a kid doing Muay Thai twice a week, so it was like every Wednesday and Saturday. And then one of the boys in the gym kind of got injured, so he couldn't go to the competition. So my trainer called my mom and he was like, hey, would your son want to come and fight? So my mom was like, hey, do you want to go to the competitions? I was like, yeah, mom, let's do it. Going to the stadium, I was scared because it was an amateur fight, so I was the first fight of the night, and it was with all the protection, but we could hit the head. Back in the day, we were allowed to punch in the face, and that was the first fight of the night, amateur. And I remember walking to the ring. I remember because I started sweating a lot walking to the ring, and I was shaking in the ring. But then after that, like round 2, I remember I was punching Kim, and I saw his like lip bleed. I was very young, and like this fire built inside me, and then it just have been doing this ever since. 6 years old, I'm 24 now, and I've just never stopped. First fight in Thailand was when I was 16, and it was at Lumpini Stadium. I had my professional fight in Thailand at 16 years old, and I won by knockout round 2. My toughest opponent I'll never forget is his name back then was Gensuan Sasiprapra. His now name is Nakrop Fairtex. We fought on Top King World Series. It was in Ayutthaya. It was in March. It was outside. It was so hot. You know, like March in Thailand is the hottest. And in Ayutthaya, the sun was out. It was a big show, and I'll just never forget the fight. Like, it was just a fight that we both got cut. We both went to war, and we were just both, like, for 9 minutes, we just killed each other. We wouldn't stop beating each other up, and that was my hardest fight to date. On one championship was like a wake-up call because, you know, it was the first time wearing MMA gloves. It was the first time fighting in front of so many people, the big stage. And that's when I realized Muay Thai is changing. I've understood, like, I didn't really get it till I actually stepped in the cage for the first time against Sing Tok Noi, Portelakun in Bangkok. I stepped in the cage, and when I threw my first jab and I felt my knuckles like hit his nose, that's when I was like, okay, this is different, you know? So I would say it's a different sport now. You gotta be you gotta change your style for this. You just gotta adapt to the new rules, and you just gotta change your training. So I've lived both Muay Thai. I lived the 5-round stadium fights, and I lived the 3 rounds MMA gloves. So I would just say it's a different sport, and we just gotta keep adapting and elevating with the sport to keep promoting it to the rest of the world. So in the future, I would like to get into MMA, but now I want to still focus on my Muay Thai. I feel I'm at my peak now. I'm at my peak of Muay Thai, and I just want to show the world what I'm capable of doing, because I haven't really been able to really show who Savvas is in like, you know, in Muay Thai yet, because I feel there's a lot more for me to give to the sport. So yeah, I just love martial arts, and I just want to just keep learning. I'm enjoying learning some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now. I'm enjoying wrestling with the Hickman brothers. I just enjoy fighting, bro. And this is what I do, so it's just something I want to continue doing, and wherever it takes me, I'm just gonna just live day by day and see where this takes me.